Hey, yo, what's good, gaming players? It's your boy, Disney Sharpman, aka Sharp Plays, back out here on this Madden 26 franchise mode, and we are back with some more Madden action, and we are getting set to continue with this 1 o'clock schedule here in week number 6. If you guys haven't seen the first 3 games here in week 6, be sure to go check those games out. You do not want to miss out on the rest of the action here in week 6 of the season. Now, if you guys haven't seen the previous 5 weeks, be sure to go check it out. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any video that I post on the channel, no matter which series it is. But I can tell you about this Madden series though. This series has been one of the most intense that I've ever seen. Literally each team is showing what they're worth of being. And now, since we're in week 6, teams are really doing more than what they expect. So yeah, we're getting set to continue that. This next 1 o'clock scheduled game, we're gonna be in M&T Bank Stadium in downtown Baltimore. A huge matchup a huge out of conference matchup. The Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Both teams coming in with a 3-2 record. Now, I feel like this game should be interesting. The Ravens did get a win in their last game. However, the Rams, they lost their last game. So, this game should be interesting. Now, it's really going to come down to the defenses because both teams have very solid defensive lines who can really get after opposing quarterbacks. So, we are definitely ready to see who can come out on top, because one of these teams are going to get their 4th win of the season and push their record over 2 games above 500. So without further ado, if you guys are ready for some more Madden 26 gameplay, let's go ahead and get into the next 1 o'clock scheduled game. It is in Baltimore. The home faithful, they are hoping for a Ravens win to push their record to 4-2. But somebody's going to do it. Either the Rams or the Ravens. Somebody's going to 4-2. This is going to be one heck of a game between these two sides. So let's see how it all turns out. Let's go.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Here on the Rams sideline, head coach Sean McVay. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. Facing off with them, that is head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win.
And look at this. It is pouring down raining here in Baltimore, but I don't think that that's going to affect any of the players. They are still ready for some football, as Stout set to kick it off for the Ravens.
Up here in the booth,
And we are underway between 2 3-2 teams. Somebody is going to 4-2 by the end of it. Here we go. So the Rams start their first drive, and here comes Chris Smooth.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
Offense out now to get
Now the Rams, even though they did lose their last game, it was a pretty good one. if you guys don't remember, against the 49ers, but they just came up just short at the buzzer. So how will they fare against this Ravens defense? We will see as Andre Williamson picks up a gain of 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Smooth. Looking to pass. On the move, and this one is complete. Nice catch by Tyler Higbee. And he picks up a first down to the 36-yard line.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
Okay, break.
First down after the reception. Here's Andre Williamson. Picks up a 4-yard gain.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
2nd and 6. Smooth. Oh, and that one was almost intercepted. That one got deflected. So now 3rd down coming up for Los Angeles.
Testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Viking 18. Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw.
3rd and 6.
Gonna let this one fly.
Smooth. Airs it out. Looking for Devontae Adams, and that's intercepted. Picked off. It's Jonathan Adams who takes it, and the Ravens are going to take over.
I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock, but cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, so Baltimore gets set to take over. Lamar Jackson, after having a very solid game in the last one. Here's Derrick Henry breaking tackles, and there goes King Henry. He is gone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Just like that.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
If you're the Los Angeles Rams, you got to take Derrick Henry on the ground. You can't just make these weak tackles and expect him to go down. He is that much strong. You gotta be able to take him down. Extra point is up and good. And just like that, a 59-yard run by Derrick Henry to the crib. 7-0 Baltimore in a matter of seconds.
Stout's all set to send this one away.
So Stout kicks it away, and there's not going to be a return there, so it will be a touchback. So here comes Andre Williamson.
And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards.
So let's see if the Rams can bounce back after throwing the INT the first time they had it.
Here we go.
And the receiver's gonna take this
And they're going to run a jet sweep. And Wilkins, he was all over that one. Didn't even let that one get started. A 3-yard loss on that one.
Tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Pushing in the tight end now.
2nd and 13.
Takes the 2nd down snap.
Smooth on the screen pass. Here's Tyler Higbee. He was slipping a lot, but he managed to get yardage out of that. He gained 6. Brings up 3rd down.
The deeper options, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long.
Smooth. With a penalty marker down, that one is incomplete. Intended for Puka Nacua. And a flag is down, and this one's against Los Angeles. And they decline. The Ravens do. So 4th down for Los Angeles. They will punt.
And they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Wilson back deep for the return. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the
So
loss,
Ethan Evans punts this one away. And this one is not going to be returned. So the Ravens take over. And back out comes the Ravens offense along with Derrick Henry.
Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
1st down. They give to Henry. Breaks 1 tackle. Picks up a gain of 5.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Play action fake. Jackson lofts it downfield. Incomplete. Jay Flowers was the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Now Jackson on 3rd down.
Jackson, 3rd down pass, and he didn't see the defender. It's intercepted. Picked off. Carmen Kitchens with the interception, and back the other way it goes to the Rams.
You also expect your defense to make the stop. This time the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it.
And Lamar Jackson, he definitely did not see the defender. So he kind of forced that one there. So the Rams have it as they take over. Smooth with nowhere to go. He's taken down for a sack. Only a 3-yard loss, however.
Defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Guys, ready?
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Ready? Crack all 80.
They're going play action.
2nd and 13. Smooth. Feeling the pressure. Here's Tyler Higbee making the catch, but for only a gain of 3. Not too much. So 3rd and 10.
It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, but if they'll get that 1st down, they couldn't do it right there.
Smooth. 3rd down throw. And open, he's got Puka Nacua. And Nacua's inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
They strike for 23 yards. yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's
First
the
down,
fullback,
outside
Amanda.
run goes Andre Williamson. He's got the room and a Rams touchdown.
Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point.
And now here's the extra point. This one's up and good, and we are tied at 7 apiece.
And the Rams tie this game 7-7.
So now here is Evans to kick this one off.
Tying this game up. They're all set to send her away.
And no return right there, so that one will go to the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Baltimore comes back out after throwing the INT.
Ravens to the line now.
They're looking to
First
bounce
and
back.
10. Henry gets
First
it here,
down.
start
A
the drive.
handoff to Derrick Henry.
He met no gain on that first down
A
run.
1-yard pickup.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another
Second
run
and
for
9.
Henry.
Another give.
And he doesn't manage much before getting brought
A
down.
pickup of only 2 there, as that will wrap up the first quarter. The game all knotted up at 7.
Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment.
All right, second quarter action, ready to get started. The Ravens, they have the football. The game all knotted up at 7, though. They've got a 3rd and 7 coming.
They're looking at 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down.
Jackson on 3rd down, and he's got room. There goes Lamar Jackson, spinning away. There goes Lamar, and he's taken down to the 35-yard line. A big-time scramble on 3rd down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down. Here's Henry, and the ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Rams. Sean Jackson delivered the hit, and back the other way it goes to the Rams.
Defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they got a nice present onto the end.
This is why, in these types of conditions, you've got to hold on to the football, because you may never know who's gonna come near and deliver the hit.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And as this season progresses, he's been a steady producer for this offense, leading the league in receptions to this point. Good field position for the Rams.
So now the Rams are back out, ready to go after the second turnover that was forced by the Ravens. Smooth is going to throw quickly and find Puka Nacua, who breaks a tackle, and he's down at the 25-yard line. And a first down for Los Angeles.
And the Rams have the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
same set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Steady.
First down. Here's Williamson. Broke one tackle. Picks up a gain of a yard.
He's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
Smooth, looking to throw. Here comes the pressure, and they bring him down.
We do have a marker down.
And it's Wesley Wilkins who gets the sack. A holding against the Rams. So they want to count that sack for Wilkins, so they decline it. So 3rd and 19.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on. Come on.
3rd and long for him here.
Smooth over the middle throw. Here's Devontae Adams making the catch. And he's going to be able to reach the 26, but only gain about 8. Still short of the 1st down marker. 4th down.
To move the chains.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit.
This would be 43 yards.
A 43-yard attempt from the left hash, and that one is good. So the Rams take a 3-point lead. It's 10-7.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
So now here is Evans to kick this one away. And this one is not going to be returned, so into the end zone it goes. It's a touchback. So back out comes Derrick Henry and the Ravens offense. Now it's crazy that Derrick Henry only has 2 rushing touchdowns so far on the season. Usually that's okay, but I'm pretty sure he wants to get into the end zone more. So let's see what the Ravens do on this drive. Henry broke one tackle, but he doesn't get a single amount of gain on that one. 2nd and 10.
One defender failed. His buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Lamar now from the gun.
2nd and 10 as Lamar Jackson finds R.J. Griffin. And he's brought down to right about the 37.
The big play nets him 17 yards.
17 yards that time.
First down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down. Back to Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Not every corner in this league.
No gain that time.
Right there. Sure, there's weird coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
And we have reached the 2-minute mark here in this first half with the Rams up by a field goal.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Jackson stepping into the pocket, finds Zay Flowers.
And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40.
And he's brought down at the 40. Just a 3-yard pickup on that one.
Both sides feel good.
3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Jackson, 3rd down throw, and Zay Flowers with another catch. Breaks a tackle, and Flowers is inside the 35, down at the 32.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Cade. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Jackson looking, and the pressure got there up the middle. He's brought down by Sam Jackson. That is the worst way to get taken down for a sack. And there goes the first timeout used by Baltimore.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Shotgun snap to Jackson.
Jackson looking, deep ball, and it's incomplete.
They connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Nice job by the defender for turning back immediately after that pass was thrown.
Imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Jackson over the middle throw, and that one is dropped. Incomplete. Intended for Wilson. And it's fourth down.
They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to
So
handle that
Jordan
move.
Stout on the punt.
Only needed once last week in the win,
And this one's sent away. Fair catch made by Carroll. So back out comes Los Angeles.
The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. That is enough time to put something together. Back to pass on 1st and 10.
Smooth throws off first down. Here's Devontae Adams making the catch. And he's down at the 34. And the Rams are going to burn their first time out.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams first down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They're throwing it.
Smooth throws here. Here's Tyler Higbee making the catch. Just a 5-yard pickup.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Smooth looks here, and that one's dropped. Intended for Devontae Adams. Third down coming up.
Fit that one into Devontae Adams. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get
3rd and 5, and the pressure by the Ravens. It's going to get there. Down he goes.
Taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again.
So now here's Evans. He's hit this one away.
Just as well as he hit his first. And he drives this one into the pouring
This one's
rain.
sent away.
Starts the return at the 34.
And now here comes Wilson.
This guy's a few
And he's
yards before they
tackled
bring
at
it
the
down
42. So back out comes Baltimore.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson.
Jackson
Everything he's got behind it.
looking deep, looking for Zay Flowers, and he cannot hold on.
Knocks it free. Incomplete. And that was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again is Lamar.
Jackson hit as he throws, and that one's incomplete.
But it might not be good news for their
With a
offense.
penalty
Two
flag
holding
down.
calls.
And this one's against Baltimore, so it pushes him back.
Fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Jackson throwing here.
Jackson feeling the heat, lets it fly, and Griffin brings it in.
And he's brought
But
down, and a
he's
penalty
not
flag
going to
out
like the
plays
result, though. Another hold on Baltimore.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
So second and forever. They're going to give to Henry. He's got the blocks, and he's going to go down. And they're going to let the time run off of this first half with the Ravens. They're down by 3 to the Rams. 10-7, Los Angeles.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back, and our blankets of rain have not let up. We've got a drenched field out there. Gonna be an interesting second half here.
All right, so we are set for the second half in a 3-point contest. The Ravens are getting the second half kickoff. Hopefully, they could get things in check, because right now, things haven't been going the quietest of ways, even though they're more than likely in this game.
Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns.
First down from the 20. They immediately start on the ground. A gain of 3 there by Derrick Henry.
Put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Second and 7. They give to Henry, and he's down at the 27. 4 yards on that one. 3rd and 3.
Just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry.
Jackson, 3rd down, and he's got a wide open receiver. It's R.J. Griffin. Breaks 2 Rams tackles. First down, Baltimore, past midfield.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10. Here's Jackson.
Jackson looks. Jackson takes off. There goes Lamar. And he's out of bounds inside the 35.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run and you get a first down.
First down. Here's a give to Henry. With a penalty flag down, Henry gets inside the 25. But he's not going to like the result, though. Some of those yardage is coming back. This one's against Baltimore.
Via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Jackson looking to throw.
Jackson looks. Jackson takes off again. There goes Lamar. And he's down to right about the 28. Not bad of a run there. But if you're the Rams, you gotta have more eyes on that, because that's what Lamar Jackson can do.
Looking to throw, Jackson.
2nd and 4. Here's a throw caught by Mark Andrews. He's down at the 24. The Ravens are coming out of this in this 3rd quarter and really playing well. They're really coming out strong offensively. Jackson now looking for the end zone, and that one's incomplete. That may have been underthrown, and that's why R.J. Griffin didn't see it.
For all the times that we've seen that exact concept beat defenses, these guys were not fooled.
You know what that was collectively, defensively?
Jackson with a flag down, and he finds R.J. Griffin, who's into the end zone, but he's not going to like the result of it, as a flag is down. So a holding on Baltimore pushes it back.
Big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Lamar.
2nd and 20. And Jackson gets hit as he throws. That one falls to the ground, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long.
Jackson feeling the heat, letting it go. Oh, R.J. Griffin. He had it in his fingertips.
It's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage in the window.
And Baltimore's sending out their punting unit, and their head coach.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts.
They're going to call timeout. So they're going to send the field goal unit. They're going to send Tyler Loop out there.
It'll be 51 yards from the left hash.
51 yards. And this one is good by Tyler Loop. And he evens up the game at 10 apiece.
He may only be a rookie, but they've got some serious faith in him to hit from that distance. Like a long time bet. That kick, actually a new season long for the rookie as well. Well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away.
So Baltimore evens up the game at 10. So now the Rams, they get set for their first drive of quarter 3.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right,
Smooth looking around on first down, and he's taken down. Wesley Wilkins got to the quarterback for a loss of 7.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They're going to try and throw it here. Forced out to his right.
Smooth looks, and he throws it away.
Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
The Ravens fans, they could eye for a stop, cheering this defense on. And Smooth is going to be brought down. Josh Jackson, Jarrett Jack actually. Jarrett Jack with his 2nd sack of the game.
We didn't see a safety right there. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself. Just a couple yards short.
So now Evans will punt.
Very good punt.
And Wilson is not going to return, but that is a very decent punt. So Baltimore takes over at the 27. We take a look at Derrick Henry's stats now. He's eyeing close to 500 rush yards for the season, but he still only has 2 rushing touchdowns. That's usually the top story right now, the touchdown runs for Derrick Henry. They're going to start with Derrick Henry, and there goes King Henry. Off to the races. Shrugging off a tackle. And he's out of bounds at the 39.
This is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running after this offense. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
And now Lamar Jackson's going to call his own number, but he doesn't get positive yardage. He loses a yard.
Just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Jackson on 2nd and 11. Down he goes.
And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's gonna bring
And
up
now
a
it's
tough
3rd down for the Ravens.
Nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. He's going
Jackson
deep this
looking
time.
deep, and he's got a man, and it's incomplete with a penalty flag down. Oh, Lamar Jackson definitely would want that one back. He had a man wide open, and he had separation too.
And after that drive, backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
So Stout will punt, and a fair catch made by Carroll. So back out comes the Rams.
Headed out to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive.
Smooth looking to pass, and he is sacked by Wesley Wilkins. I don't know what's going on with that offensive line of the Rams. A loss of 7 on the sack, and it was a flag against the Rams. So they declined the penalty anyway because it counted as a sack. And now here's Andre Williamson to the outside, and there goes Andre Williamson. Can they catch him? Adams chasing him down, trying to save the tackle, and he does just that. Williamson's out of bounds at the 8. What a run.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Working inside the red zone.
Smooth looks. Smooth takes off. There goes Smooth, and he's in for a Rams touchdown.
The Rams take a lead just before the end of the 3rd.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
How about that from the Rams?
They'll set up here for the point after.
And now here's the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the Rams take a 7-point lead, just close to the 4th quarter. Still got 17 seconds left in the 3rd. But you gotta say that this game is getting really intense right now.
Here's Evans set to kick this away.
So Evans on to kick it away. And this one's not going to be returned, so a touchback.
And the ball's going to come out to the 20.
See, Derrick Henry, he's literally just 8 yards away from 500 yards on the season. However, if you look at the scoreboard, the Ravens are trailing right now. So they've got to really, they're looking to answer. They're looking to respond. Jackson, off play action, escaping to the left, and Jackson gets out of bounds for a 7-yard pickup.
Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moment.
2nd and 3. Here comes Henry. Breaks one tackle, but he's only going to gain a yard as that will close out the 3rd quarter. The Ravens with the football, but trail by 7 as we head to the 4th quarter. It is fourth quarter time. Are you ready?
Short yardage situation
The Ravens
here. It's
with the
3rd and 2.
football, but they're trailing by 7, but they've got a 3rd and 2 coming up. And they're going to give to Henry, and Henry's got space again to the 45-yard line. They just can't stop him right now.
And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
First down, back to Henry, breaks another tackle, picks up a gain of 4.
At least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes. And
2nd and 6. Lamar Jackson's going to call his own number, and there goes Lamar. Lamar Jackson all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore.
The Ravens now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Hey, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field to find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
How about that response? So now the Ravens with an extra point away from tying the game. And they will do just that. We are tied at 17 here in the 4th quarter. But you gotta give your credit to Derrick Henry, the way he's played in this game. Like, he's already over 100 yards. He's already got a touchdown. And Lamar Jackson, I'm pretty sure he's eyeing to 100 yards rushing, and with that touchdown right there to even it up. So now the Rams, they get set to take over, looking to respond.
The Rams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance.
Smooth. First down throw. This one's complete by Nakua, but a penalty flag flew as the pass was thrown. So this one is more than likely coming back. This one's going against the Rams.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Receiver in motion going left.
1st and 20. In motion is Devontae Adams. But they're going to give it to Williamson, who's been solid all game. Gets this to the 21. A gain of 11.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
In motion is Carroll. Smooth. Bat the throw. Here comes the Ravens defense. They sacked him. Wesley Wilkins with his 3rd sack of this game.
The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go now. 65, 65.
In motion is Adams on 3rd and 22.
Back to throw it.
Smooth trying to get away, but he will not. He's sacked in the end zone, and it's a safety. Jarrett Jack with a big-time sack in this 4th quarter.
Defense was hunting. They knew what was on the line. They had a chance to go put points on the scoreboard, and that sack for the safety, it does just that.
Wow, so now the Ravens with a 2-point lead. So they send a free kick fly. Here is Cone. And the tackle's made at the 34.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here.
So So now Lamar Jackson and company with the football, up by 2, thanks to the safety defensively. Let's see if they can push that lead up further, as Henry carries it for a 5-yard pickup.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On
2nd and 5. They give to Henry again. And he just continues to break tackles.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw.
Play action.
Out of the pocket.
The Rams were fake, and there goes Lamar. There goes Lamar Jackson trying to get a block, and he's going to get it. Jackson all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game. Probably on TV all week long.
Extra point here by Luke.
He could be quite the runner when called upon.
Extra point is right down the middle, and the Ravens, they extend their lead to 9. It's 26-17, and if you're the Rams, that's got to be devastating. That has really got to be devastating. Now here comes Hunter, returning this one, and look at the return. And he's brought down to the 41.
Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. In a state of urgency, got to be a sky high.
So now the Rams, they know that they are in must-score territory right now, trailing by 9. Throwing, oh! I'm not sure how Smooth was able to get that pass off, but it was a perfect throw, but he just overthrew it.
Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Smooth throws to the right. Oh, and Carroll dropped it. He could not hold on. And that was 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Smooth over the middle throw. It's picked off. Intercepted by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens, they're going to get the ball right back, eyeing the 2-minute mark with a flag down. And this one's against the Rams, so give the interception to Baltimore. Wow. So now the Rams are in deep trouble now. And now here's Henry on the handoff. No gain that time. And a timeout used by the Rams.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10. They hand it back. It's Henry. And they're going to bring him down. I'm not sure what's going on, but the Rams are having a lot of trouble tackling.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6. Literally the biggest play of the game for both teams as Jackson throws a pass too low, intended for DeAndre Hopkins. And now it's 4th down.
For the Ravens to attempt this field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash.
4th and 6, and here's the field goal unit. Tyler Loop looks to make it a 12-point game, and he does just that.
Throws their lead to 12.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Stout all set to set.
And now here is Stout to kick this one away. And on the return, here comes Hunter. And the tackle's made at the 27.
Set to go on offense once more. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw?
Smooth. Looks, and he's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds at the 36. A 9-yard pickup.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Smooth throws here, and that one's dropped. Intended for Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams, the intended target. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw it.
Smooth. Feeling the heat. And this one's complete to A.J. Carroll.
Push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
So the Rams move the chains. Smooth's gonna throw again. He gets hit again, and that one forces an incompletion.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down.
Smooth. He's gonna throw again. He wants a deep one, and that one's incomplete.
Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately.
And Smooth looks to throw on 3rd down, and he is sacked quickly by Wesley Wilkins. I mean, he got to the quarterback so fast, Smooth didn't even have a chance to react. It's now 4th down. The pressure is on for the Rams. They know that they gotta have it. Down by 2 scores. Smooth airs it out with a penalty marker down. Here is A.J. Carroll. But he's not gonna like the result. Man, oh man. Carroll scored the touchdown, but I don't think it's gonna count. A holding against the Rams.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Wow.
The task gets tougher as they set up on 4th down.
4th down. The Rams need it. Smooth. Look, Adams. It gets deflected by Marlon Humphrey. And with that, that's going to wrap it up.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So with that, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are going to win this game.
Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So the Rams,
So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
they have now dropped back-to-back games. So let's just say some pressure is definitely on them going into their next game, because they definitely had this one. It was close, but then tons of miscues down the stretch cost them this game. The Ravens are going to win this game 29-17. No quarterback scored a passing touchdown. It was all about the ground game.
This is a win for the Ravens.
The Ravens are now 4-2.
With a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. secured everyone here on our great crew. I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Like I said, no quarterback scored a passing touchdown in this game because it was all about the ground game. That's really what it was. Because both quarterbacks scored rushing touchdowns and both running backs scored rushing touchdowns. So really, like I said, in these weather conditions, these types of weather conditions, it's more than likely going to be who can really run the ball better. And the Ravens, they did just that. But you got to give credit to their defense for the way that they played. Now, yes, Lamar Jackson is going to have to start throwing the ball a bit more because only 76 yards is not going to have you in no MVP type of form. So, hopefully he gets better later on in the season, but as of right now, the running game, it's what's going to be very key for the Ravens, because now with this victory, they head into their bye week with a 4-2 record. So they get their time off. But if you're the Rams, they let that one slip because they had a 7-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, and then they gave up 19 unanswered points to lose the game. That is just something you cannot do. As you take a look at the stats, as I said, both quarterbacks did not throw a passing touchdown. Combined, they threw 3 interceptions. So both quarterbacks are going to have to bounce back. But the Rams on the other side, they've now dropped back-to-back. So something's going to have to be fixed there. But like I said, it was all about the ground game for these two sides. As you can see, the receiving game just was not there because both quarterbacks specifically were getting sacked a lot. But as I said, it was all about the ground game. So now the Ravens are 4-2 on the season, while the Rams dropped to 3-3. And as I mentioned, the Rams have now dropped back-to-back. So something's going to have to change. Something is going to have to change for the Rams because their next game, they're going to head up to London to take on the Jags. And hopefully they get things back under control in that game before they hit their bye week. So yeah, hopefully that gets straightened out. But if you guys enjoyed another episode of this Madden series, go ahead and drop a like on this episode right here. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel so you do not miss out on any video that I've published, whether if it's in this series or in any other series that is coming up or that has already been happening. And until next time, players, it's your boy Desmond Sharp, aka Sharp Plays. In the next episode, honestly, I feel like it's gonna be an all-out classic. I'm not sure, but we will definitely see. Justin Herbert leading the Los Angeles Chargers at 4-1. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They head to Miami to take on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins, who are at 3-2. That should be interesting.